Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Matani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Sondi.
That's me.
And the only man I know who still uses a saucer with his teacup, Tony O.
Morning, boys. Yeah. Drinking coffee or tea the right way, I say.
The right way is to just use a mug and not spill like an adult.
He's a
It
true
happens.
gentleman. That's what he is. Yeah, he has style, Tony. That's what.
Thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, exactly.
Do you stick the pinky out while drinking it too?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
That's not functional.
Have a sip.
The saucepan or the saucer is functional, right? The little, that's unnecessary. Whose celebration is that? I know there's
It was.
Is that Madison?
One of the U.S.
No, he has a
One of
darts,
the
no?
U.S. women's.
Darts.
One of the U.S. women's team. Alex Morgan, maybe.
Morgan did it. Yeah, Alex
Yeah.
did it for sure.
Yeah.
I know some players in the Premier League have done it as well. Maybe you're right. Maybe Madison has done it. He's always stealing shit. Stealing celebrations. I should clarify it, but yeah. Yeah.
If you could not tell, because we've kicked this thing off talking about teacups and saucers, it's an international break,
Yeah.
which
my
means
Yeah.
we're back again. We're scrounging this week.
Yeah.
We are going to be stretching this podcast out as much as we can.
Speaking of stretching
Anyone
things out
pay-
for longer than you should, did any of you guys watch the nonsense on Friday night? If you did not, power to you. Really lucky.
I'm not even sure what you're referring to, actually.
I watched Jake Paul beat up an old man.
Oh, you're Tony. You.
Why
It
are
was
you
there.
watching these?
It
things,
was
man?
there on
Yeah,
Netflix,
you-
and I was just
Oh
like,
my
there was
God.
nothing else to watch.
Why are you?
Yeah.
Why are you giving them this, man?
It
Why
was
are you giving them
Tyson.
your time
I
like
was
this?
hoping Tyson would just, land one on him and just knock
The
him
man
out.
is like 60.
Totally.
Yeah, it's
He's not doing
58.
shit.
Yeah.
They wrote
Man's
down.
walking around with his
I
ass
know.
hanging out in
Hey,
TV.
listen, I know.
They had a script.
I haven't
for
watched
every
boxing
single round that was
in
gonna
years.
happen. Who's gonna land what punch and
Yeah.
where?
I haven't watched boxing in years, guys. So it's just like, let's see what this shit is like now. And I put it on, I was just like, God, what is this nonsense?
That's not boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money grabs, man. That's all. You know what?
Hey,
To be fair,
so-
boxing nowadays is just a money grab, anyways. Even the professional ones. So yeah.
This is professional boxing as far as I'm concerned. This is what professional boxing is. So, yeah. Sad.
It's gone downhill. Yeah. I just lost a little bit of I don't know.
I lost a
Something
lot of
like
respect
that.
for Tony in this moment. Like,
I'm
it's all
more
gone.
than fine with that.
Yeah. Did anyone pay attention to any international football?
Well, some.
No.
One or
Okay.
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Poland were playing. I thought
There was
maybe
one.
I would,
Yeah.
they were 0-0 at half. I thought I'd give some support to Tommy. Tune in. And it seems like I was the only one who was thinking of Tommy during that display because they were shocking. Yeah.
Oh,
You let a 58-year-old man score twice.
Portugal. How many did
Was
Portugal
it 5
score
or
by the end,
6?
Tommy?
Yeah, 5.
5.
Yeah.
5-1. They let 80-year-old
Yeah.
Ronaldo do a bicycle kick on them.
Yep.
Yeah. After did you see before that goal? Because you're gonna see the highlight clip. People just highlight clip. I don't know who it was at the top of the box decides to do. I'll just do some dribble moves at the top of my box for the Polish player. I forget who it was now, and then loses it. And then it's like, okay, there's the ball. They get it, win it back. Someone tries it again, loses it, and then eventually, I don't know, maybe it was Bernardo Silva or someone crosses.
No,
the
it
ball
wasn't
and
Silva.
Ronaldo.
It might have been
It's like-
Trincao. I'm not sure. Definitely wasn't Silva.
Maybe Trinco,
Yeah.
yeah. At that point, it was just like whatever. But you know what the funniest thing, or the most embarrassing thing happened? It wasn't the result. It wasn't the fact that all the players crowded Ronaldo in the dressing room after or on the pitch to get a selfie after getting, slaughtered 5-1. Siderski, who plays in the MLS for whatever team, I don't know. They were going to sub him on. And then the fourth official says, this guy's not in the game sheet, guys. He's not registered.
That's
You
some
can't play
real
him.
GKSSA
And they're like-
type shit. Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
oops.
They
They
forgot
forgot to put, they
to
registered
click
the,
the button.
player.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
This is not a serious Football League Nation, guys. When you do something like that, you're not serious. I'm sorry. Like, that's it. That's a joke. It's a joke. Come on. You can't. Mike Smith would never do something like this for Nunes.
Of course not.
All right. Like, if he's listening to this, he should be in charge of Polish, freaking, national team after that. Like, this is crazy. I'm done, man. That's it. Lewandowski, he said, I had a back injury. I can't make it. Of course, he's got no injury. Man. He's not going to be around for this.
Of course, he's got a back injury. He's been carrying this sorry ass team.
It's just dumb, man. I don't know. Yeah, get me out of here. It's too much.
I like how every international break we get some variation of this I'm done with Poland speech from Tommy, and every time, next international break, he's back complaining about them.
They, for some reason, I don't really know how this Nations League works, but we play Scotland, like today or tomorrow, and the winner actually stays in Nations League A and makes the quarterfinals of something. I don't know what that means. But
if you have your Nations League group, the winner of each group goes to like some kind of playoff system
and
where
qualify.
You win the Nations League, and the bottom of each group gets relegated.
Okay.
Down to like.
So they're in A. How many teams are there in each group?
Scotland.
Oh, they're in A. Poland. The hell did they get to A and Scotland? Like, I thought they're supposed to be ranked.
How do we get there?
According to their quality, I'm sorry, but
because England,
they probably won their Nations League.
How are they in B?
Last time well, they probably won their Nations League C group. How many times?
I don't know how they keep winning their groups. Is my question. So yes, as many times as you need.
Maybe have we considered that Poland are a very good team when we're not looking at them? They are Schrodinger's football team.
No, we have not.
No, exactly. Tony's right. Tony's speaking the truth.
Maybe when we don't see them, they're good. Maybe they're just terrible when someone is watching them.
He sees everything.
No. The thing is this.
Tommy doesn't see shit.
No. I want them to lose because we shouldn't be in Nations League A. We should be in BC. That's what we should be. All right, we're playing with other nations like San Marino that are at our level of play. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to go another step down to find San Marino.
Pakistan is too far down there. We can't go down
that now.
Okay, that's it.
We'd give you a game.
You probably would. I'm not.
We'd probably register all our players.
That's the key. That's the first step.
This is the first time I watched the Polish team where probably more than half the players I couldn't recognize. Like, I didn't know who was playing. I thought you had a regen in net, and I find out he's like 29 years old. I'm like, okay. I thought,
yeah. Anyways, enough of that game. If there's any other international games that happen, I don't know because I didn't really pay. I know Canada won their first round of their Nations League tie. I don't know who they're playing, but I know they won the first one.
Nations League? Did you say Canada?
Yeah, the CONCACAF Nations League.
I didn't even know it was called Nations League. Okay.
Yeah. They're trying to emulate.
Is it the same format? I hope not.
Hey, I don't know, but
I would assume it's something slightly different if there is a round for them to win already. I don't know what's happening really. It's just, I hate the international break.
Yeah.
Harry Kane had some interesting comments about England players dipping out on the team. I don't know. It seems a bit much ado about nothing, but England's
it's a bit
England.
Odd that he felt like he should separate himself from the group, saying he didn't like it that players were withdrawing. It's like these guys are injured. Like most of them are injured, and most of them, well, maybe, but I don't know. Declan Rice has a broken toe. Last I checked, Cole Palmer was not fit. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems odd, especially when he showed up, barely played, and then he gets 2 weeks off for the winter break.
Yeah, he's the wrong guy.
And he still looks unfit. So, I don't know. I mean, hey, he's captain. He feels like he has to say something. Usually the less said by him, the better, I find. It's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Yeah.
You know what? It's good for they get some new call-ups to get the experience at this time of year where the games don't really mean anything. You have an interim manager who's coming in, so why not have these guys sit off,
they had their 5-0 win against Ireland, and 4 of England's 5 goal scorers were scoring their first ever international goal. So
that's good.
They beat someone else 3-0, I think. Greece. Watkins finally got to play. You know, Hurricanes gone tournaments.
Yeah, Watkins got a game.
Carrying injuries and forcing himself on the team sheet instead of letting others get the glory. But yeah, England before all else, apparently.
So
yeah,
when does the
January
officially take over?
January.
Okay, and then the next international break is not until March, I believe, right?
I hope so.
I think March, right?
Do we know why Tuchel is starting in January?
No, I thought he was starting right away.
No fucking
I didn't
clue.
understand that. No,
It makes no sense for him to start that late. Why not?
Maybe he's still getting paid.
Yeah,
From his last job. Yeah.
He might still be. Might still be catching a check from
I gotta
Bayern.
wait till January so I can get my last paychecks.
I would do it.
Let's do it.
I would do it.
Yeah, gotta get through.
I would do it.
Gotta keep it clean for the taxes, right? Now you're only reporting from that one source of income
makes sense.
instead of 2. Probably a little bit easier.
You know, Tony, I got one thing that was probably you will like is Norway was promoted to Nations League A because they beat up Kazakhstan, and they might be coming good now, Tony. Yeah, this team. They might be
got into. This is why I hate the international break. I got into it with somebody who was telling me that Gyökeres is better than Erling Haaland, and I'm just like, how do you guys form these stupid opinions, man? But it was from someone I actually respect as well. But yeah, it's just like couldn't look at the guy the same way anymore. It's just like,
is it someone
it's
we've
his
had
nuts,
on the
thankfully.
podcast before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone that actually has a bit of a
Maybe I
presence
get
with the
him.
Arsenal community. He's a video editor, but it's just like, okay, I don't know how you formed that opinion. He did score
He did score 1 goal. Yeah.
He's doing very well, but like Erling Haaland's a bit of a lofty comparison. At this moment.
Yeah, these are the perils of international football. I can't wait for next weekend, man. I'm watching actual football. Yeah.
Elsewhere, Ghana did not qualify for the AFCON for the first time in 20 years or something?
Maybe since 2003. Can't remember the exact dates. Yeah. They've been a bit of a mess. Yeah, despite having a really talented squad, it's strange. I don't know. It seems like things behind the scenes aren't going well. Not too dissimilar with the Nigerian situation, to be honest, but unlike us, they actually have a more balanced team, even if they're maybe missing an elite 9. But yeah, Ayew Riokoka, who I think has Ghanaian roots, he was pretty scathing on his analysis of their last game. So yeah, African Giants struggling. Yeah, it's a bit bizarre to see that, so many of the top nations are underwhelming at the moment, but it is what it is.
I guess the main thing from that game, apart from Ghana, not qualifying, is we had a Puskas, potential Puskas award winner in this game from one of the pod's favorite players, Jordan Ayew.
I did not sign off.
Zaire hasn't seen this yet.
You tried to spam. You tried to send this to me, and I don't watch spam.
It was an amazing goal.
Just in case you missed it. Yeah.
Put your phone away. We're in the middle.
Imagine
of
at the next Ballon d'Or
I'll
awards.
send it
Yeah,
after,
we'll have
okay.
it. No, would it? Yeah, they give Puskas for non-European events, right? Yeah. So you have I don't know. Let's just say. Finishes, he's up there holding his award, and then Jordan Ayew is beside him holding up his award.
Hey, Ghana.
The award is shaped
Ghana.
like Uzi.
Maybe if
It's
you
just
bend
up there, shaped like Uzi, holding him up like Simba. It's like,
maybe if Ghana did not did not have this piece of shit in their team. They had qualified.
I mean,
for
he has
AFCON.
qualified for AFCON
He's
before.
We thought about
only
that.
one scorer for him.
I looked up his stats for AFCON qualifying just now, and more yellow cards than goals.
Yeah, you can hit.
This is
still went
what
in.
you want, Ghana.
It still went in.
This is
Yeah.
This is your man.
Yeah, beautiful free.
Still went in, and he still crashed out. Good riddance. Good riddance.
Maybe he should have started.
Bin him, Ghana. You're a better country than this.
You know what? You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna come back to Leicester.
Hey,
he's gonna take it out on everyone else.
My fighting words. While Jordan Ayew is still part of the Ghanaian setup, their jollof will never be as.
I mean,
good
their
as
jollof would
Nigerian
never
jollof.
be as good as Nigerian jollof. Period. Yeah.
Hey, bin Jordan Ayew, and you know what? I might fight for
No,
you,
you
Ghana.
Don't lie to them.
I haven't tried Ghana. I haven't tried Ghanaian jollof, so I'm not really in a position.
There's a
to
reason
say.
for that. Yeah. You try the best first, and then compare everything else to it.
Well, the reason is because I asked you.
Yeah,
for
we're saying
your
the same
recipe,
thing.
and I think
We're saying exactly the same
you
thing.
know,
if you gave me a Ghanaian one, I feel like you get your ass beat by your family.
this is what I like about international football. It's not the football. It's the fact that we're talking about this different culture these ways. You know, I mean, the food. This is the best part of this international break. Nothing to do with the football. Yeah, I like this.
Someone else who was really talking about different cultures. Oh well, not this week per se, but sometime recently. Was David Coote. If you don't know who that is,
where have you been?
Well, now you do because yeah.
He's everywhere now.
He was. Hey, I will say before last, I guess Monday was it? Before last Monday, he was one of the more nondescript Premier League referees. I believe compared to some of the bigger names, your Anthony Taylors and stuff. I would not have been surprised if someone did not know David Coote's name.
So maybe his face.
Just kind of vaguely recognized it.
Maybe his face.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, you'd know his face. You'd know his face. But after, I think I'm allowed to say this. We'll see.
We'll see.
There was a video leaked of him calling Jurgen Klopp and this is me quoting, a German cunt. So, will that fly? Maybe we'll find out. So that got leaked, and it was very clearly a video from around 2020, 2021-ish. Yeah. He was a Premier League referee. Klopp was in the Premier League because he was waving around a picture of... you could tell from the picture that had been taken in like 2020 or something because it was from the COVID season. And yeah, I don't know. He's just filming him, letting his friend film him, and... in a second video, he's like, by the way, don't put that first one up online. And inevitably, the first one and the second one, to be fair.
This can't
go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere, you know, okay. Yeah, sure.
And while the fallout from that started happening, obviously, initially people were like, surely this is not real. He's not stupid enough to do this.
No. He said it was not real as well.
He initially, yes, initially said it was AI, which I have seen an AI video. That's not an AI video.
The way he looked in that video, I was like, something's
because something was weird.
It just looked weird.
Well, we will get to get to that. Let me tell the story. He initially claims it's AI, then walks it back saying, I don't recall the contents of this discussion, and eventually got to the point of being like, yeah, that's me. But like a day or so, he gets suspended by PGMOL. There's a full investigation happening, as you'd expect. And a couple of days later, a second video of David Coote emerges. This one from the Euros that just happened. Where he was, I believe he was a VAR official, not an on-field one for that. But it is of David Coote snorting a white powder. Now, we don't know what the white powder is, but he's just rolling up a little dollar bill and snorting a white powder off a table. And, you know, maybe that's just how he takes his vitamins, but it would also explain the faraway look in the first video.
The worst part about the second video is he took it himself. He took that video himself. Like,
Yeah, that is all him.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's been an interesting
that's
week
a-
for Premier League referees.
I would so. I was.
Where
Yeah.
unpacking this has just been. Also, this happened like an hour
I
after
know,
we
so
stopped recording
annoying.
on Monday.
So
And that was
annoying.
extremely annoying.
Yeah.
I was just like, come on. We got the Ten Hag firing.
This is why we
live
should be allowed to
on
check our
the
phones,
pod,
Izzy.
and we
Yeah.
will never get anything
Yeah.
again.
So he.
I got Reddit up.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't officiate any Liverpool games between like was it 2021 and a certain period, right? He didn't officiate any Liverpool
Yeah.
games. Is that right? People. Okay.
Yeah.
So that tells me that someone knew about
By
this
someone, you mean
way
look.
back.
First things first.
Yeah.
When you are this far gone, everybody knows about this. Like, there is no way that this was a secret to the people in charge. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know where to start, man. Like, this is clearly a guy that needs help. Like, he's.
Yeah.
For you to be in this situation where you know that you could get caught and it just doesn't matter. Like, you're that far out of it. Yeah. He's clearly someone who needs help and should not have been in any position where your judgment is literally your entire job. Like, making judgment calls is your entire job. No, you were not of sound mind. Even if, let's say, it was after the game. I mean, yeah. It is sad, I think, because this is, like, he is done at the top level, right? Like, he's done at the top
for sure.
level. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I watched a bit of the overlap where Neville and Kara were trying to say, oh, you shouldn't have to lose his job for this. And it's like, I don't think they understand where... First of all, the second video had not been released when they said this. But, I guess a third video, the one with him and the vitamins, had not been released. But even if, I don't think they realize how low or how much the officials have lost. Yeah, they've just lost the trust of the officials as it is. I do blame Howard Webb for a big part of this because he's tried to make the referees some kind of celebrity, like celebrity status, put them in the limelight, and these guys are not fit. They're not trained for that. They're not fit for this, right? Like, there needs to be. He's not focusing on the right things. He's trying to make it so that they become TV personalities, and he's putting their decisions in the spotlight over and over instead of actually having some kind of reform programs. Like, why is it that all of, like, if I hadn't heard David Coote's voice before and I'm watching that video and it's on mute, I know exactly what he sounds like. I know exactly what he sounds like because they all sound the same. They're in a 20-mile radius, like all of the referees, just north of the center of England, right? Like, yeah. No one from south. No one from higher up north. No one from that far east. No. All of them from the greater Manchester area or Cork or Lancashire. Like, yeah. They all look the same. There's just no diversity.
They all do
Yeah.
look this. I will say
They
that.
all
Yeah,
look the
they all
same.
look
Like,
the
they're
same.
all
Yeah.
the same guys, and they have this boys club, we are the elites mentality. It's like, it's an elitist culture there. They think they are special, and they treat themselves like they're special. So, yeah.
So I'm gonna. So wait, was he the VAR official for
Yes.
when Rodri had that handball
Yes.
in the
That was the day I
He
lost
was.
all. That was, you guys have been calling me Tin Hat. That was the day it started. I'm like,
Interesting.
well, not the day it started. The seed was planted before. That was the day
Yeah,
I
that was
arrived.
totally- it
That was
going
the
on for a
day
while
He was
before
on to
that.
the
something
boys
the whole
club star. I was
time.
like, nope. Something ain't right because you cannot watch this handball a million times and tell me Rodri didn't handle that ball. No, but fuck club, right? What is it? The German cunt, I think he said. Yeah, if you.
I believe though that is the exact
Yeah.
phrase
So,
he used.
yeah.
He did also specify that James Milner is a lovely guy.
Yeah, that's right. He did add that.
Wonderful.
It's like, chuck a little bit of xenophobia.
So
in.
was there like, who filmed
One of his
that
friends.
initial video? Because there was two guys.
They're
there's
his
two
friends.
gentlemen there.
One of his friends.
One
It
of
was
his
just
friends? Okay.
the guy who was with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are
Like, I can't remember who that guy is. I think some cricketer came out and was just like, oh, I know that guy. He played
There
cricket
are-
at some level, but just some friend.
there are other stories out there about Cootes that I just hope are not true. To be honest,
Those
not
the other
yeah.
ones
So,
we have they're
not
not
to be
substantiated,
discussed,
so
but,
we will not be going into those.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope this is what tears down this whole thing, this whole PGMOL. Like,
This could be
they need to start again.
Yeah.
I don't agree with talks that. I don't think I agree with talks that they should be bringing foreigners in to referee games. I get it, because when you look at how diverse everything else is, when it comes to the sport, like, yeah, but you're trying to tell me you can't get 20 competent people in the UK? That's a bit bizarre to me. And I think what they need to do is make sure that the opportunities are there for everyone. Because I do know.
Well, they can't get competent coaches that are at that certain level.
Yeah, but
referees. Why not? Why not open it up to people from
The
other
thing
countries
is, I
that
feel like
can potentially
playing
they're good enough.
and coaching, there's a degree of talent. Like, I think Pep Guardiola, for instance, or Jurgen Klopp, these guys are born to be football managers. You know what I mean? Whereas I think when it comes to refereeing, I don't know that it's an innate talent per se. I think it's just man management. Yeah.
Imagine going up to someone and saying you were born
exactly.
to be a referee. It's such an
You
insult.
know what? I bet you there are people that you know that will like you be like, yeah, you'd make a great ref, just the way they are. Like, I'm
Maybe.
sure that you've come across someone like that, like someone who can like
anyone that will be a great ref. I'd rather they put those talents to something.
Hey, you know some refs. Yeah,
Be a referee.
you know some refs
Go
or some,
be a teacher.
you know, they're nice people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I tried it. I
Yeah,
tried
but
it.
you quit, so
a few times.
exactly.
It wasn't for
Yeah.
me. It wasn't for me, but I tried it. Yeah.
How about they start with opening the pool to everyone first before going to, because there is also the argument, if you go to like Portugal or you go to France or you go to Spain, who have worked hard to produce top quality referees, and you go and be like, hey, here's all this cash, come over here. It's a bit distasteful, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit.
Hey, you want the game to be refed by the best and fair, and this might be the one.
But why can
You'll see
France,
that.
Spain, Italy, Germany, why can they all produce good referees in their own countries, and then England can't? They have
also
bad
have
referees,
though.
but
They
it is
also have
much
bad
better.
referees,
Their
yeah.
systems are, because I watch all these games and it's like they don't resist technology. Like it just is what it is. It's there. Like, nobody's drawing rulers over freaking offsides at this point. Like, November is almost over and we still don't have automated offside.
Fucking
Yeah.
no semi-automated. Yeah,
But it
it's-
does
Well,
not
that's
shock
my
you, though.
point.
It's England.
That's my point.
It's very like old school. Like, yeah, look at look
yeah,
at tennis.
they still use saucers. They're
Exactly.
so- they use fucking saucers.
for their team.
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Wimbledon.
Their
same
refs
thing,
are the England refs are the equivalent of using a fucking saucer.
Yeah.
That's where they're at.
Yeah, it took Wimbledon tennis, like, they were well behind everyone in terms of the automated the shot, the line calling shot spot. They didn't want that. They wanted the line judges. And it just
Listen,
it takes them a while.
They are very
They'll get there
resistant to
eventually.
change. I am
Yeah.
aware, but
Yeah.
my point is, change doesn't always have to be invade another country and take their resources. Like, sometimes fix yourselves.
I mean,
Is that still the foreign
no,
policy over
that is
there?
on brand.
Yeah.
I think.
Fix your own resource, like fix yourselves first. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, that's what I think anyway. Like,
Hey, hopefully this is a little bit of a wake up call. The other refs be like, okay, listen, we got to get our act together here. You know?
Stop
Yeah.
filming yourself snorting fucking powders.
I won't be surprised if the FA were the ones that released the sack just so that they can make sure that they have to get rid of this guy. I mean, listen, I'm not saying for sure that's what happened. I'm just saying it is convenient for them. That's
The second video coming out.
yeah,
did
it did.
Feel like a
Yeah,
hit job.
absolutely. It's like, okay, we need to make sure that he goes down so that we can keep things the way that they are. So, yes. Surprisingly, Howard Webb has been very quiet.
Suspicious.
For the first time, he has been very, very quiet since this happened. He's been front of center of everything else.
All they did was
Yeah.
release some audio of the Man United West
Oh
Ham
my God.
penalty call to be like, go look
Yeah,
at
they
that
did the
bad
same
thing
thing for the
instead.
Saliba sending off. Didn't watch it. Just like, I'm not watching any of your nonsense anymore. Fix yourselves. You're all shit. You're all shit. Even the good ones are now shit. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Another shit
There's more.
situation is brewing down in
Oh, yeah.
France.
Alright.
Lyon have been handed essentially a conditional relegation. The condition is basically you need to fix your finances, otherwise we will relegate you. I forget how
500
much their
million.
debt is up to.
It's
500
a
I
lot.
don't know
It's a
that
lot, yeah.
it can't
Yeah.
be that they need to raise 500 million. Yeah.
I don't think they need to
Well, how
raise
much?
the complete amount, but there is oh yeah, I don't also know how much, but the talk is basically fire sale in January
Yeah.
is the only way they survive relegation. Well, the only way they survive this form of relegation. I mean, if they sell all their players, there's the chance that they just get relegated for not being a good team at that point. But it's a rough situation for, I mean, a team that
Yeah.
when I started watching football was winning every single
Still my
year
favorite
in
team in
France.
Ligue 1
PSG.
by far. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you know what? They're like third
Fifth.
place or something in the
They're-
league. Like, they
they're
actually have
fifth
a
right
decent
now,
season.
yeah.
Are they fifth now? Okay, I didn't check last time, but like decent. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's kind of sad to see that. But what's his name? Former
Lacazette.
Arsenal striker. Lacazette. He's
He
third,
is.
Right? I'm
He's
assuming.
and his wages
Yeah.
will be substantial. He's got to go. I think.
Yeah.
He's their captain, so I don't know, but
Yeah.
they have Ryan Cherky. They do have some saleable assets. I think even Ainsley Maitland-Niles is there. I don't know that they have enough to raise that much money. You know, like let's say 200 million. Like, yeah, I don't think they have that much in terms of sellable assets, but we'll see. They got to figure something out. Matic is there. They have so many. They do have players on big wages. Tolisso
wow.
is there.
Matic went to Lyon.
Yeah. Wilfred Zaha on loan from Galatasaray.
Is he? Oh, that's right. He is there. That's weird because I never see him.
Yeah.
He's never on the team sheet. That's weird. Maybe he's injured.
Like Said Ben Rama's there, like Gift Orban. It's like
He's there. yeah.
Tagliafico is there.
Yeah.
Like there are assets that they can sell. I guess they can't sell Zaha, but they probably cancel his loan to save on the wages. But yeah, it's not looking great. Ainsley Maitland-Niles
He's doing
is
well
there.
as
How
well.
did that happen?
Yeah. He's kind of.
You know, what I just read is that Lyon are kind of convinced that they're going to rely on player sales from their sister clubs, which is
The
Botafogo,
Brazilian club.
as well as
I don't.
yeah.
I don't
So I guess
understand
you
that.
can rely on sales from those clubs to clear your debts.
I don't understand
It's
that.
allowed.
Are they going to sell their
So-
players to their sister clubs,
Are they?
or?
I think
Because
so.
how does
I think
whatever
so.
happens to
Yeah.
Botafogo affect Lyon?
Or-
Like, even if you're sister clubs.
I don't know. You know what? I just read that in the blurb here, so that requires a bit more investigation. Okay, but I guess they don't. It may not be as bad of a situation as maybe
It is bad.
out right now,
It is very bad.
but it's still bad.
It sounds like
It's still bad.
a conditional relegation is a
Yeah.
pretty bad situation.
You only have to
Well, you
look
don't
at what
want that
happened to
game, even if
Bordeaux
you
to
don't want
realize
those,
that
yeah.
things can get out of hand really quickly. Like Bordeaux in the fourth or fifth division of French football right now. They have Andy
Yeah.
Carroll banging in goals for them.
Tommy, I was gonna be like, this is how you end up with Andy Carroll on your team, and no club deserves that.
Okay, Man City, we are giving you a conditional relegation to 4th division. You just gotta Pep has to go, and then you guys.
No conditional. Just
to
get the
3rd
fuck out of
division.
here.
How about that?
Yeah.
Let's get
Send him down. Send him down.
Yeah.
I guess the only other news that I have here is that Rodrigo Bentancur got 7 matches for what he said to
sign.
whatever he said to
Basically
sign.
making a racist
Yeah.
remark about
Yeah.
Asians.
Yeah.
And, I'm fine with this. Good. Don't be fucking stupid. It is weird that your Enzo Fernandez's, etc.
It is
didn't
very
get any
weird.
suspension in the summer. I'm happy that Bentancur got
Different
his
bodies,
suspension
right?
because
Yeah.
that could be, but yeah, there's enough incidents over the summer where someone should have probably copped a suspension for that. But why would we help Chelsea out by suspending Enzo?
Yeah, Tottenham is struggling a bit
We're already doing
right
it
now, in general. It's been a while since they had any good news, but yeah, like
Well, they play City next, so they usually do.
No,
have
yeah,
some
I'll
good
give
news
them a
from there
boost.
somehow. I don't get it, but yeah.
yeah.
And then we're back. All right, and then we're back.
And then we're back. The last bit of news that we have is that Neymar might be heading back to Brazil. He might be heading back to his boyhood club Santos, which has the potential to be a nice story. Neymar has been recovering. He was recovering from an ACL in Saudi, where he was playing for. Well, I say playing. He played 4 games for Al Hilal, and then on his return, which felt botched, he did his hamstring. So I think the talks are right now to terminate that contract and maybe find his way back home to Santos. Almost a similar situation to Paul Pogba, whose contract has been terminated at Juventus. And
He's
is
training
now
with Man
in the
United,
club.
apparently.
So
He's
he
not.
is not training with Man United. I looked into that. That is not true. He is training in Miami because
I would have found it weird because
I was gonna say similar
he was pretty scathing about the club in a recent interview. So I was like, how is he
Yeah.
training with Man United after
Yeah.
that? So what was that story? Someone
No,
just made it up.
He's not. It was some. Tony, you need to check your Twitter sources, man. That place is not good.
Yeah. How did you check? You checked on Twitter, no?
Actual journalist.
They exist? I don't think they exist anymore.
I-
They're all Twitter personalities.
They're-
Just all of them.
It's you're no.
You're
well,
struggling
no,
here.
I'm not. Well, I mean,
You're
Romano also
struggling
did
here.
confirm. Simon Stone. Simon Stone is the name I was trying to remember. He is a reliable
Okay.
Man United journalist. He's like, this is not true. And then Fabrizio did come in with the little tap in at the end, being like, this is not
Okay.
that man's Twitter page is
Who,
a fucking
Fabrizio?
nightmare, man. He's so many people. Yeah, so
He's
many
blocked.
people are paying him.
He's
Like,
blocked.
You guys
yeah.
need to get
Is
off
he
that
blocked?
platform, I think.
Yeah, there's
Be
Blue
fine.
Sky apparently.
it is-
Blue Sky is
it
the new
is-
thing.
Yeah, I have opened
Probably will as
an
well.
account on Blue Sky. Unfortunately, Twitter is still the best way to get news
Yeah.
as it comes through. It's just so much more annoying trying to verify sources now because people will say any random
Mm-hmm.
shit that sticks. But yeah, wow, I was just about to go in and plug our Twitter. For nothing but the most verified news. Follow us on Instagram.
I will give you the news. Uzi will verify it.
Follow
Yeah.
us.
There you go.
I will verify it exactly. And
Tommy will
Tommy
listen. Yeah.
is here. Tommy will listen.
And I'll give you the Reddit.
Oh,
version
yeah,
of
Tommy
that
has his own
that's
problems.
Obscure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Reddit. All Reddit posts is Twitter likes Tommy. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe. wherever you get your podcasts. Mercifully, no more international break next week, so we'll have actual stuff to talk about. Thank you for joining me, Tommy.
I don't have to watch Poland until March. And oh no, they play this week. One more. And then March.
One more.
And
One more for you to get through, Tommy. Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Enjoyed the chat as always.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.